I'm Gregor Thompson, I'm a philosopher and a writer, and I know what the meaning of life is. Welcome to The Struggle. This episode is brought to you by The Struggle newsletter. This is a weekly email newsletter that I send out for free every Sunday, a short article concerning the art of embracing productive struggle. And I also send out tips, strategies, and recommendations such as movies, music, podcasts, books, and recipes to help along the way. To sign up completely for free, go to gregorthompson.com, the link will be in the show notes, confirm your subscription, and check your spam folder for your welcome newsletter, and then add me to your contacts so that you can continue to receive it in your inbox every week for free. And that's it. You're on your way to being more productive, healthy, and motivated. Now, let's get on with the struggle. This is episode 19 of The Struggle with me, Gregor Thompson. And this week we're continuing on the theme of modern innovators who have struggled to produce or accomplish something incredible. So the year's 2019, and record label Big Machine Records was sold to music mega manager Scooter Braun. This sale gave Braun the rights to all of the master recordings of a global music superstar who actually left the label back in 2018. But the sale meant if anyone wanted to license one of this star's songs to play in a TV show, movie, or advert, they need only ask the permission of Braun and pay him a licensing fee. This star was devastated, especially given that part of the deal she made with her new record label, Republic Records, in 2018 was that she owned the mastered rights to all of the music she created going forward. This star knew that if she was to sign a new contract with her old record label, that if that label was sold, whoever it was sold to would then own her and her new music. She said, "I had to make the excruciating choice to leave behind my past. Music I wrote on my bedroom floor and videos I dreamed up and paid for from the money I earned, playing in bars, then clubs, then arenas, then stadiums." Now, most people in this situation would probably just accept this as a bit of bad luck. We've been restricted by an external source. There's nothing to be done but perhaps learn a lesson so that in the future we own the rights to our future music. But we're talking about Taylor Swift here. Instead of accepting the restriction she was put under, she made efforts to break free from that restriction. She struggled for her art and she started releasing re-recorded music in 2021 so that she would own the rights to these re-recorded albums. Not only was she re-recording her old albums, but she was releasing new music as well. And that's just one of many ways that Taylor Swift has struggled to accomplish and create something meaningful. Entrepreneur Alex Hormozi breaks her success down succinctly into key areas in a video which I'll link below. But I'm going to relay some of what he identifies as the key drivers of her immense success. So 1. She's been making music for almost 20 years. She signed her first music contract in 2005. So the first lesson, if you truly want to be successful doing what you love, or if you're trying to figure out what you should be doing, do something you're willing to do for 20 years. That's true commitment to the craft. Lesson 2. A lot of her songs center around vulnerabilities and overcoming suffering. This is relatable. What's not relatable is the boasting of one's wealth, which, by the way, she certainly is wealthy, but vulnerabilities and the overcoming of suffering is something we all can relate to. And 3. She changes her identity and her music, which allows a broad breadth of an audience. She has what she calls eras, which allows people of all ages to enjoy her music and relate to the different eras that she has gone through. So here's the lessons we can apply to our lives. Find something you're willing to do for years, without any external validation. In other words, find something you're willing to do for years for no money or without any notice from anyone. The money will come and people will take notice, but that must be earned first and it might take years. Secondly, acknowledge your vulnerabilities and allow them to come to the surface. That is true strength. And finally, don't be too rigid in your identity, opinions, or path going forward. It leaves no room for a change of heart or for opportunities you wouldn't see otherwise. Be open and allow yourself to pivot if necessary. Allow yourself to see open doors in your peripheral vision. The answer lies in the struggle. So keep on struggling. Just a few more things before you take off. Firstly, thank you for watching. It genuinely means a lot to see people viewing and liking the content. Second, if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. It's the best way you can support the podcast. As you can probably tell, I don't have a team behind me helping with recording or editing the podcast. I don't have much fancy equipment and I don't have much financial resources to keep the podcast going. So any support, any subscriber is helping the podcast grow and helping me more than you know. You can stay up to date with everything I'm doing on social media. All of the links will be in the show notes. And you can also listen to the Struggle podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And lastly, keep on struggling.